Hello, scholars. This will be our last Letterland video for the week because today is Friday. Yay! We know we get extra energy when it's Friday. All right, so today's lesson is lesson number 116 in Letterland, where we are rhyming with Ippy Ing's I word families. We have we're going to be rhyming with words with ig and in and ip. Ig, in, and ip. They are Ippy Ing's I word family. So just as we have done as we started all of our word families, we're going to do our stretching out words exercise. So I want you to think about what all of these words have in common as we are stretching them out, okay? So the first word is cup. Up, up, cup. Okay. The next word is plate. Plate, plate, plate. Next word is knife. Knife, knife, knife. Next word is spoon. Spoon, spoon, spoon. The next word is fork. 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 All of these words, what do they have in common? You have cup, knife, plate, spoon, and fork. They are all things that we can do what? Eat a meal, eat or drink. We need those to eat a meal, to eat or drink. Great job, scholars. Now it's time for guess who? Here we go. I'm going to start things off a little bit different this time. We're going to start with these special letters. We call these letters what? You got it. They're called diagraphs. Diagraph is when two letters come together to blend a sound. We blend Harry Hatman and Sammy Snake's sound together, and they make the sound shh. But why? So parents, I'm going to tell you all the story behind the sh sound in the diagraph, the SH diagraph, okay? This is how we taught your scholars about the sound. So Sammy Snake is a little snake, and he's a nice little snake, and he doesn't want to disrupt Harry Hatman. We learned that Harry Hatman doesn't like noise. He likes for it to be quiet. So that Sammy can be a good snake, and you see Harry Hatman is back here. He wants to be polite. So Harry's just simply telling Sammy, shh, shh. So that's how we get the shh sound in the SH diagram. Diagraph, not gram. All right, the next diagraph here is Clever Cat and Harry Hatman, and they make the sound ch, ch. In the story behind Clever Cat and Harry Hatman blending their sound together to make the ch sound goes that Clever Cat loves to follow behind Harry Hatman, and Harry Hatman loves Clever Cat. But Harry Hatman's little furry hat causes Clever Cat to sneeze. So she doesn't want to disrupt the Hat Man because she knows he doesn't like noise. So she's trying to just stifle her little sneeze. So she just goes ch, ch, ch. So that is the story behind the ch diagraph. Okay? And I'm turning them on their plain letter side. All right. Guess who's hiding behind this letter? It is Bouncy Ben, not Dippy Duck. What sound does Bouncy Ben make? B, B. What letter does Bouncy Ben hide behind? B. Guess who's hiding behind this letter? You got it. It's Dippy Duck behind this letter. What sound does Dippy make? D, D. And see, I was about to do Bouncy Ben's motion. D, D. And the letter she hides behind is D. Guess who's hiding behind this letter? It's Golden Girl. What sound does Golden Girl make? G, G. What letter does Golden Girl hide behind? G. Guess who's hiding behind this letter? It's Empty Ink. What sound does Empty Ink make? I, I, I. What letter does Empty hide behind? He hides behind the letter I. Guess who's hiding behind this letter? It's Lucy Lamplight. She makes the sound ooh, ooh. And the letter she hides behind is L. Guess who's hiding behind this letter? It is Noisy Nick. What sound does Noisy Nick make? N, N, N. What letter does Noisy Nick hide behind? He hides behind the letter N. Guess who's hiding behind this letter? It is Peter Puppy. What sound does Peter make? P, p, p. What letter does Peter hide behind? P. Great job. And guess who's hiding behind this letter? It is Sammy Snake. What sound does Sammy make? S. What letter does he hide behind? S. And you see I was about to do the digraph action trick. It's a lot to keep up with. Sammy Snake and S. Now, we're going to move on to rhyming with these word families. We're about to rhyme with these word families. All right. We have pig, dig, and wig. Pig, dig, and wig. They make the ig family. Okay? We have lip, ship, dip, and the girl is taking a sip of juice. That is the ip family. Okay? Now we have in, because that little green bug is inside the box. So in, pin, when the girl was running and she's the first one at the finish line. So that means that she won the race, but we're going to say win. And fin. The arrow is pointing to the fish's fin. And that is the in family. So we have the ig, the ip, and the in family. All right. So now we're going to do some live spelling. We are going to do some live spelling. All right. So, Miss Dill's going to push. Actually, I'm going to bring these down and just kind of trade places just a bit so that you guys could get a better look at the live spelling. All right, so let's look at the words that Letterland is suggesting that we spell. Miss Deal wants to make the word wig, wig, wig. Which Letterlander does she need? Wig. Oops. I need who? Walter Warris's what sound for wig. 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 All right. The next word is dig. D-ig. D-ig. Who do I need to switch out with Walter Warris? D-ig. Yes, I need to switch out Dippy's duck because we need her D sound for the word dig. Dig. All right. The next word that I need is pig. Pig. P-ig. P-ig. Who am I going to switch out with Dippy Duck? Peter Puppy. Because we need Peter's P sound for pig. P-ig. Pig. All right. Moving right along. The next word that I want is in. 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 It is already spelled for us. In. I, in. 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 All right. The next word is pin. Pin. What letter do I need to make the pen? And this, I want to take this moment to explain something to you all. This is a stick pen. A stick pen, okay? Now, this is an ink pen. This is an ink pen, and this is a picture of a stick pen, okay? Two different things and two different spellings, okay? So pen, a stick pen, is spelled P-I-N for stick pen. But if I was talking about this pen that I have in my hand, you would spell that P-E-N, P-N, 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 P-N. So you're trying to say Eddie Elephant's eh sound in this particular pen, P-N, P-N. You hear me saying Eddie Elephant's eh versus this pen, P-N, P-N, P-N. I'm trying to emphasize the I and ippy ink and the eh from Eddie Elephant sound, okay? So pen. All right. The next word is win. W-in. W-in. Who do I need? I need Walter Warris's W sound for win. W-in. Next one is fin. In. Which letterlander do I need? In. In. I need Firefighter Fred's sound for fin, and that is the fish's fin. Fish have fins. They help them to swim. Okay? The next word is lip. L-ip. L-ip. Lip. I need whose sound? Ooh. Lucy Lamplight's L. Lip. Lip. The arrow is pointing to the lip. Next word is sip. Sip. The girl is taking a sip of the drink. Sip. Whose sound do I need? Sammy Snake's sound. Sip. Next word is ship. I know a lot of you would say that's a boat. That's a boat. But yes, it looks a lot like a boat, but ships and boats look a lot different. A ship is bigger. A ship is much, much bigger. So if you ever get to go a chance to go on a cruise with your parents, or if you have gone on a cruise with your parents, most of the time you're going to be on a ship, which is a big ship, a bigger version of a boat, and it allows you to have lots of people on there. Hundreds of people can be on a ship, whereas a boat is smaller and a boat does not hold that many people, okay? Only a few people are able to ride on a boat versus riding on a ship that is much bigger that allows more people to ride, okay? And you can do lots more things on a ship. A ship has lots of activities on it for people to do. You go to sleep on a ship. You can eat on a ship in a dining room. There are swimming pools on a ship. There are indoor pools, outdoor pools. There are even some slides on a ship and places for you to go dancing on a ship, which is bigger. A boat, it's not that big, so you don't have a lot of room to do those activities. Yes, you can eat on a boat. You are able to do that, but you won't have a swimming pool on a boat. You won't have a slide on a boat because a boat is much smaller. So that's the difference between a ship and a boat. So who do we need to make that sh sound for ship? It is Sammy Snake and Harry Hatman's diagram that goes ship. All right, and the last word is chip. Actually, it could be dip or chip. Dip or chip. Because if you look at it, there's a chip here, and the arrow is actually pointing to the chip. So, chip, chip, chip. That's Clever Cat and Harry Hatsman's ch sound. But if you wanted to examine the picture a little bit more, we know that they are putting the chip inside some dip. So that's also a ip family word. Dip, d-ip, d-ip. And it's also chip. So you have two words that can come from this picture. The chip and the dip. Pretty cool. All right. So now, let's get ready to wrap up this lesson by adding the words to each of these pictures here. So these are some extra words. We have dig and wig and pig, and put ip back up here. Sip. We have lip and dip and chip. And you know what? I'm actually going to switch those off and dip and chip. And I'm missing a word because I should have sip. But we know that's a sip. I have to find a word for that. And lastly, we have the pin, P-I-N, meaning stick pin. Trying to get a little bit of space so I can put the words up on there. In family, P-I-N, pin. Win. Chin is a new word. Chin, that's your chin. Ch, well, that's Clever Cat. Harry Hatman's ch sound to make chin. And in, because the bug is in the box. And fin, which is pointing to the fish's fin. And before we wrap up, we want to say all of these words together. Let's go. Pig, dig, wig, and big. We have lip and ship and sip. And I promise I'm going to find my sip for the next lesson. And chip and dip. We have in and pin and win and fin and chin. All right. These are ippy inks. Family. And lastly, I just want to show you these vocabulary cards real quick to show you how you can find more rhyming words. This is the ig family, and these are some more words that rhyme with pig. We have pig, big, dig, and wig. In, pin, win, twin, spin, and ribbon. And last, the ix, six, fix, and mix. Okay, so this concludes Letterland lesson number 116, the last lesson for this week. See you all next week, where we will start off with lesson number 117. Have a great weekend.